What is your family type? There are many family types all around the world. Some examples would be nuclear family, extended family, step family, blended family, grandparents family, LGBTQ family, single parent family, childless family, and finally, foster family. Today we'll be focusing on foster families. Here are the contents included for today: reason and causes of foster families, advantages of foster families, disadvantages of foster families, and lastly, the personal, national, and the international on foster families. Reasons and causes. According to the Oxford Dictionary, foster families are families that provide custody or guardianship for children whose parents are dead or unable to look after them. Why does this happen? There are multiple reasons for children to be removed from their family homes and placed in foster care. Each case is unique and includes many factors for the court or social services representatives assigned to each family to consider. Decisions are made based on what is in the best interest of the child or children involved. Some of the most common reasons for a child to enter the foster care systems include when the parents passed away and they have to seek an adult to take care of them. It happens when the parents are abusive and the children will leave and go to foster care. Sexual abuse problems are also one of the reasons of why foster care happens, such as raping. It also happens when the parents are in jail or prison. We can call it as incarceration.
There are many advantages to this type of system. The advantage is that it can transform a child's life. The foster parents can be there when there is no one else to supervise the lonely child. They can give advice to kids who have gone through rough things in life about what they experienced. The child would also get financial rewards just like other normal children. Foster families are typically given a per diem stipend, a type of allowance for taking in the foster child, as well as other financial resources, including food stamps, health insurance such as Medicaid, and child care subsidies. Some states even provide free in-state tuition for public universities and extra grants for the child's birthday or Christmas. Foster families give extra support from family and friends, churches, or community organizations to help with the emotional and physical aspects of raising a child. The government also requires a background check and specialized training for anyone who looks after foster children for the child's sake. It is emotionally fulfilling when you adopt a child from foster care. You're not just giving them a safe, loving home. You're giving them the chance to succeed. The pros of adoption range from the love and happiness experienced by adding to one's family to knowing a child in need has been provided an opportunity for a better life. A family is more than a blood relation. A family that adopts has the advantage of more love to share within, providing a loving home to a child in need. Some advantages of raising a foster child would be experiencing the joy of raising a child, the child becoming familiar with a different culture, a larger family means more love, birth mother is given peace of mind, the child has a chance at a new beginning, lifelong relationships, providing a loving home to a child in need.
Disadvantages. There's always a bad part to a good deed. Although it is a heart-warming thing, there are many things that could go wrong. Costs are an important part of foster care adoption. There are 10 important things you should know before getting started. How much does foster care adoption cost? what kind of adoption subsidies are available. Becoming a foster carer is a huge responsibility, and having the right support network can make the journey a lot easier. It's important that the foster parents are ready, willing, and able to provide for their foster kids, both physically and mentally. Cruelty may be hidden behind innocent appearance. There are many situations in which foster parents harm their foster children for countless selfish reasons. Bonding may be more difficult since many children in the foster system have experienced abuse, neglect, or other trauma. Emotional issues can make it more difficult for them to bond with parents. Many, in the case of bad parents, dealing with various emotions like guilt, grief, and denial regarding the adoptions may lead to serious mental illnesses. In close adoptions, the lack of information about the child and their inability to initiate a conversation with their own children may feel like the foster parent has abandoned them. Children in foster care don't always get their basic human needs met. A child may be experiencing homelessness, house instability, food insecurity, financial hardship, maltreatment, or neglect prevent them from addressing and meeting other human needs like connectedness, intimacy, love, independence, and self-actualization. It is important that children in foster care receive professional therapy and counseling services. Along with this, foster parents need to ensure that their child in care and in their home are provided security, safety, consistency, and feelings of being loved unconditionally. Foster parents must also be patient, understanding, compassionate, and non-judgmental in order for the child to heal and thrive. More often than not, it has been observed that adopted people face identity confusion, especially during adolescence, where one tries to find themselves. In close adoption, the children are uneducated about the bad parents, which may lead the child into an identity crisis. They will likely have many questions about their biological parents, where they live, who they resemble, why their biological parents abandoned them, and such. Your child may also ask you about their biological family, traditions, and heritage. If your child was adopted at an early age and does not remember their adoption, they may experience rejection when learning about their adoption. Your child may think that their biological family discarded them. The feeling of being unwanted or abandoned may affect your adopted child's psychological health negatively, which may affect the behavior of your child. So, finding ways to make your child feel that they are an important part of your family are critical.
Personally, I think foster families are a great idea. Although they are hard to maintain, they are really worth it, especially because they have a huge effect on a person's life. Their past, present, and future are all in the hands of their foster parents, which is a huge responsibility, but the amount of joy they get is what makes the whole process worth it. Nationally, Myanmar is a hard place to raise a child, which makes it a much worse place to raise a foster child. Therefore, it is quite hard for families to have a foster child. Since there isn't a formal foster care system in Myanmar, having a foster family is seen as a hazard to more family problems such as inheritance, relationship-wise, and so on. People usually just adopt children and the document work for it is so simple that the kid could disappear, but there would be no action done towards it. The main reason why foster care doesn't exist in Myanmar could be because they are less orphans here. Burmese people value the family bond like other Asian families do, which is why making your children an orphan is seen as a sin to many people. In a different perspective though, biological parents see foster care as a way to kidnap children, where the foster parent views the system as a way to remove a child from a harmful biological family. A politician views the system as it is less necessary than it is and only takes it seriously when the child is in physical danger. The biological parent views corruption in keeping children away from them. The foster parent perceives the system is withholding their rights to protect the children. There is an incorrect view held by the general population is that the people running foster cares actually know what they are doing, where a foster parent feels that people think they are just in it for the money, which views major challenges in the system as corruption and sex trafficking. Globally, foster families are still a controversial type of family. However, Western countries tend to support foster families more. It is also appreciated and welcomed in Western countries. Having a foster family in other countries also means receiving support from world organizations such as UNICEF. This does not mean that there are less crimes committed in foster families. Globally, in fact, it is more common than in most Asian countries where such families aren't common. No matter what type of family you are in or you want to build, everything comes with its pros and cons. So don't forget to think it through, alright?